Hello, Facebook. How we doing? What's going on? How are we? What's happening?
Hey, what's
Oh.
going on?
And then there were three. We got boom, boom, and we got boom. They Manshake had a vote, and they said, "Look, we need to cut down your productivity by 2/5." And we said, "Done, easy." Out they went. We got rid of them. There you go.
Well, does Lloyd count as one of the fifths? Like, I mean, he can barely get 1/5 of the words in.
Yeah, but he is also like 4/5 of the talent.
He's 5/5 of the talent. He's like all of the talent.
I've got my washing board and I've got my spoons, and I'm going to play a bit of a jingle jangle at the end of this thing, and we'll be good. We'll be able to knee slap and Yahoo.
Drum like a champion and a bit of air guitar.
I'm going to play some Snow Patrol because I think we're overdue for Snow Patrol.
Oh, look at our viewer count just drop like
That's
a
it.
rock.
Go on.
I got to say, Shane Beasley was like, I was hoping it was Jordan Ash that was gone. That's thank you.
Thanks,
I
Beezy.
appreciate you not booting me out, Bezo, unlike Brock Malone, who's like, fuck Betson.
Thanks, Beezy. We can always appreciate you, mate. Thank you, buddy.
We
Stay
should
clear,
probably
doors
explain where
closing.
the boys are. So Uber Timmy is like dying in his bed, and Lloyd is off gallivanting around Melbourne, and he's having a night off. So
Uber Timmy, he actually had to check into hospital the other day. He's okay, he's got a bit of a infection in his sinuses, but he has discovered a new diet. It's where you sweat just nonstop and you lose 6 kilos in 1 week. It's ridiculous.
I wouldn't recommend it, but like once a month, just lick, just flush yourself out, lick like an uncooked chicken breast, and then just get sick.
I told you the story about the I don't know if you heard
salmonella diet.
I don't know if you heard the story about me at work. The weirdest thing that's ever happened to me at work. I kind of go off because he was a little bit, tipsy. So I cut him off. He's going to ring his local councilman or something about me cutting him off, and I'm like, it's got nothing to do with council. Anyway, cut him off and he left. The door opens about 20 minutes before close, a couple of hours later, and in he comes wearing a hoodie. I said, this is the same dude. In he comes. Can I get a beer? I said, no, mate. So you can't get a beer. I said, I cut you off a couple of hours ago. You can't have a beer. He goes, is that right? And I said, yeah, that is right. And he reached into his pocket of his hoodie, pulled it out, and slapped it on the bar. It was a cooked chicken breast that was cold. So my question was, once he left and me and my offsider were like staring at it going, what the fuck did he just do?
What kind of negotiating technique is that? I'm down for some chicken breast the best of times, but...
So did he go home?
That was really a paltry attempt to get some liquor.
Jesus. Did he go home, cook the chicken breast, then put it in the fridge to cool down, just so he could put it in his pocket to come and slap it on the counter as some sort of dead horse head in my bed situation?
I think he was trying to bring a knife, but he got a little bit confused on the way out. He's like,
call me chicken. He cooked this chicken. Anyway, that's the weirdest thing that's ever happened. So don't go licking raw chicken breasts out there, people.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah,
I recommend you don't.
Don't lick raw chicken. It's foul.
God, I wish Tim was here to keep you in check.
You're going to get all the dad jokes tonight. Tim is not here to rip into me.
You'd almost be a goose too. All right, that was me last week. Lost a total of 3.5 kilos from being sick and sleeping. Oh, Gatto, 3.5, being sick. Jesus. That's it. Oh, he's Lloyd now. Good to see I'm talking about as much as I do every week. Hello, Lloyd. What's going on, buddy?
Oh, my.
Oh, dear. What's going on, Jade? How are you, man? What's happening, Jade?
So guys, if you haven't been to Man Talk before, we talk about all things weight loss. We talk about even things that aren't weight loss related. You don't necessarily need to be
holding up a bar with a chicken breast.
Yes, exactly right. Exactly. But if you have any questions for us, just feel free to put in the comments. We're doing a few giveaways tonight. There's some exciting stuff coming up from the Man Shake very soon. And it will be good. Just put in the comments question and then ask your question, and we'll try to get to them all. Okay.
And you've also got to, if you want to go in the chance to win the giveaway, you also need to comment on the post and like the going live post. You need to like the going live post and comment, and you will be in the draw. So that's how we're doing these draws.
Are we burying the lead, or are we just going to explain like one of the things we're giving away? Do we just hold out, or just do it now?
Go.
What? Go.
Man Challenge is back.
Yeah, Man Challenge is back.
So I think we said we're
Ryan,
going to give.
Are you going to be attacked by any native wildlife?
Look,
this
I
summer?
hope that I'm not attacked by the local birds in my area this year, this time. So I'm actually able to see it through more than 6 days, and then spend the rest of the time in a sling. Fingers crossed.
Perfect.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't
it's
been on
back.
oh, sorry, Judd, go on.
No, go. I just said it's back. There you
Okay.
go.
Well, if you haven't been on the man challenge before, all you need to do is spend, what is it, $1.99 on their online store, and you get a free token to use for a 30-day challenge. They're like 10-minute workouts given to you 6 to 7 days a week. They're all stuff that can be done at home at all levels. So if you're like a novice, like, someone that just doesn't exercise like Tim, or if you are, an intermediate like Betson when he's at full health, not attacked by plovers, or if you are an Iron Man like me, you can do each one of the levels, and it's a lot of fun. There's all sorts of celebrity stuff, and you'll be doing all sorts of crazy stuff, but it is really good.
It's a nice mix between like HIIT workouts, so high intensity interval training, mixed with some yoga, some Pilates, a bunch of different things to sort of get your heartbeat going, as well as just sort of stretch out your body a little bit and get it moving in different ways. Not as sexy as it sounds.
And we are giving away tokens. In fact, let's give away a token right now, Judd.
Let's do it.
Fuck it.
Let's do it. All right, let's do it.
Live.
We'll give a token away right now. Let me get rid of that.
Ryan, I'm electing you to get in touch with each person and get the email, please. Thank you.
Fuck. Okay. Where's the pens?
Okay. Let's hope we've done this right. Hopefully we're good. All right, comp. Let's open this up. There we go. Okay, this is, if you've liked the post and commented, you're in the draw for this right now. Just keep doing that throughout the night, and I'll update the list. First winner of a token.
Drum roll.
Jay Grice, you got a token, buddy.
Nice.
Man token. Right for you.
Uber still sick wins it. Good on you, Jade. So we'll be in touch.
Now I'm going to interpret that as Uber still sick. Like not the unwell, but the 90s version of rad.
Uber still stick. That like right said Fred.
That's like all those
still sick.
It's like all those kids in school in the 90s and the early 2000s. They'll call me fat. They really meant the PHAT.
Yeah.
They'll just say
pretty hot and
tasty.
Man,
he's fat.
Pretty hot and tasty. There you
go.
Yeah. Glinda says, "How's everyone tonight?" Fantastic. I'm fantastic. Had a good week last week. It's bloody hot in New South Wales today. I'm in sort of northwest Sydney, and it's an absolute boiler in the studio here today. So summer's officially over, but not here it ain't. Not here it ain't. How are you doing? That's a more important question. How are you guys doing out there? What have you been up to, Betson? What's been going on this week?
Not a whole lot for me, man. Like it's mostly the same stuff. Been pretty chill. Still gyming. Still trying to get used to that in my schedule. Which has
How's the nips?
Nips are good. I think I may have built like a callus on my nips because the running over the last week, they've not been hurting.
I've heard that if you put some gravy on your nips, it works wonders. I said that.
Gravy on, you get $50 donation on YouTube, and
there you go.
Exactly right. And that offer still stands.
Other than that, one thing, this is completely unrelated to like weight loss at all. I've been playing this really dope game called Story of Seasons. I know a lot of people from Jerdville are big farming game fans, so I'll be talking more about that later because I'll be streaming it in the coming days. But that's taken so much of my time, man. Just planting shit and picking weeds and cutting trees and looking after llamas and sheeps and cows.
How good is it? Like it's like
farming.
It's so good.
Do
I want to get on tractor and go farming?
That would be actually doing that as like their everyday duties, just like.
You know what's funny though? Farmers are being incredibly mistreated, being incredibly underpaid. But in the game version, it's really zen and fun.
You know what's fun though? That what's interesting is that when I streamed Farm Sim, I had farmers coming in who had been on the farm all fucking day, and then their chilling out is coming in to watch someone play Farm Sim.
Yeah.
They just love it.
Jess Bruce asked Stardew, not Stardew, Story of Seasons, Pioneers of Olive Town. It's a new one's coming out next month. So,
which is a successor of Harvest Moon.
Yeah, so it's the original creators of Harvest Moon.
There you go.
There was like a dispute in terms of rights. So Harvest Moon still exists, but it's not the same team. So if you want to play good farming games, you play Story of Seasons.
Perfect. Awesome. There you go. Ash, what have you been doing, mate?
I was just reading a question from Bill Dykoff. He goes, should I be offended that I got wolf whistled by a couple of ladies in a hatchback while I was out walking the other day?
No, fucking
No.
own that shit.
No, it's 2021. We're allowed. Own it. That's it.
I would love to be wolf whistled personally.
Never.
Oh,
Never.
Ryan, it's a good thing you don't live down my street. You
Yeah,
get more
that's
than a
right.
wolf whistle.
Yeah, just walk past, the Ash's house, get tongue bashed. It'd be amazing.
Mm.
Wouldn't be the first time. I thought you said tongue bathed.
You'll get
Ah,
tongue
sorry.
touched in
I
one
said
way.
tongue bathed.
So,
Strolling down and saying, oh, what happened? I must be near Ash's house.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, Jared, about you asked me how I've been. Good. I had a 1.5
I like Tim's question.
loss this week, which has been
Bang.
mad.
Get in.
Yeah, 1.5 kilos. So I, got myself my celebration meal and caught up with some of the extended family on Saturday night. Had a mad roast pork feed. It was so, it was so good. And like the Angie's sister is like a deviant when it comes to making baked goods, and she made these like nebula cakes that were like this chocolate mousse with this like beautiful icing, made it look like a planet, and like this brownie bottom. It was insane. I was just in I was in culinary heaven, and it was a really good weekend. Other than that, just plowing through the week. I'm looking forward to Weigh-In Wednesday coming. But Timothy Pink, I think I've seen this guy before in the stream.
I hear he's a good guy.
He goes, how do
He's
you deal with the pressure of being content creators alongside weight loss ambassadors? When do you disconnect and have time for yourselves? Oh, good question, Jared, man. Let's start with you.
Time to myself. Anyone that has anything to do with me knows I'm pretty well flat stick most of the time, and I do fairly long hours with everything. I don't really get much time to myself, but for me, the stuff I do, nighttime streaming, that for me is like fun. That doesn't stress me at all. Like that's just, I don't think, oh fuck, now I've got to go and do this and got to do that. For me, that's time to myself, getting to hang out with some amazing people. As far as pressure goes, I think there's more pressure. I feel more pressure now in the last year than I did like actively losing the weight, just because it's, being an ambassador and doing this sort of stuff, and people are more interested in what you're doing when no one knows who you are and you're just sort of losing weight and you're keeping to yourself and doing your thing. There's no pressure on yourself besides the pressure you're putting on yourself. Not that anyone's putting pressure on, but I definitely feel more of like a sort of, an overarching sort of weight.
A heaviness,
Yeah.
It's,
I don't like, I feel like, say I wanted to, and I haven't, like, I admitted on my YouTube this week that I have put weight on. I've told people I've put weight on, and that's to be expected. I'm not Superman, like I said. But I'm
contrary to
I sort of feel,
yeah.
not that I'm on that scale, but I feel like if I was to like cut loose and go and get a couple of pies or do something really destructive, then people who saw me, who had seen me on a bus or something, would say, oh, look at this fucking guy. He's one of those fucking people that has done this and then he's fucking done that. Meanwhile, he has no idea. You know what I mean? Like, it sort of feels like that.
I understand what you mean.
I can't imagine being in Hollywood and having a body complex in Hollywood when you've got millions and millions of people wondering what the fuck you're doing. Like, I don't know how they do it.
That's where I feel for Jonah Hill, like, the poor bloke, and he's copped it big time, and he cops it from interviewers, he cops it from everyone. But like, Jared, my question to you is follow-up question on that. After the journey that you've had and the lessons that you've learned, the weight that you have lost, being that you gained a little bit of weight back, I know that you're dealing, it was a bit tough for you at the time, but do you feel that it was going to be quite easy for you to slip into those old, nasty, dirty habits, or were you pretty well prepared for,
well, that's the thing. I haven't really, like, that's the thing. I put weight on, but it's not for me, like, getting, like, I still haven't had Macca's. I still haven't had like KFC. I still haven't sat down and eaten a whole pizza like I would have in the past. Like, I still haven't done any of that stuff. I just consume a lot more in the afternoons than I probably shouldn't. Than I probably should. but it's all the snacks that are in my cupboard, and I might steal a couple of Oreos off the kids and stuff. So it's not like I'm blown out. But like I was saying to you before the stream, this is going to be a lifelong thing for me. This is never going to be done. Like, it's not. So I'm trying not to scramble to make up lost ground to get back to where I was, because this is a life. We say when we're losing weight, and we tell people all the time, it's a marathon, not a sprint. Yes, you losing your weight's a marathon, but then you've got the rest of your life that you've got to deal with that as well. So I think having your goals set on a weight that you want to get to is all well and good, but that's like step 2 or 3 of about 50, I reckon. Like, so
I
I
understand
think,
where you're coming from.
you know what I mean? Like, it's one of the, it'll never be over. It's one of those things. Like, I gave up smoking, and like, I don't even think about it anymore. It stinks. I wouldn't want another one. I'm better for it. But I think weight and having that sort of thing on your head, I don't think I'll ever not think actively about putting weight on, losing weight. Like, I think that's just going to be with me forever. So, but that's not bad. Like, when I didn't have that on my brain, that's when I blew out to 170 kilos. So I think, yeah, and like I said, I'm not trying to, because I put weight on, I'm not there. I've been slogging at the gym for 5 days, like trying to lose, get in the sauna, trying to lose. Like, no, I'm just going to gradually lose it and get back to where I was and where I'm happy. I'm still happy. Like, I'm still ecstatic at where I am. It's just that I'm not quite as light as I would like to be. But yeah, that's all right.
Understandable.
It happens.
It's understandable. Mr. Gary G wants to give a special shout out to Greg Beaumont, who actually popped in and visited him in the hospital today. So good job. Good job.
You know what I'm going to do, Gary?
What a nice guy.
Sorry, Ash. You know what I'm going to do? I see Greg Beaumont's name pop up all the fucking time on the Shaker groups, the old Shaker group, the new Shaker group. He's always posting and always commenting and that on the Shaker groups. So let's give Greg Beaumont a spin.
Yeah, let's spin this bitch.
Let's
give him a spin.
Let's do it. Greg, this spin's for you. Is Greg here? This spin's for you, mate. He is here.
Okay. He commented just a moment ago.
Sick. Let's give him a spin. Fuck it. Let's pull ranks. I know we weren't going to do this, but let's pull ranks. We'll do this.
The Manshake Wheel of Fortune.
I've been meaning to call Greg out.
We don't abuse the rules.
No, of course not. I've been meaning to call Greg out for ages, so more power to you, Greg.
Well, you got to call him out. It's like, Greg, come fight me, you bitch.
No, I've just been meaning to say, like, he needs a pat on the back, Greg. He's been doing a lot of, yeah. So,
all right. Well,
spin.
Congratulations, Greg. As you no doubt know, this is the Wheel of Fortune. Color codes are off to the left side of the screen, so let's now spin this bitch. Oh,
green.
Something cool in a hat comes to Greggy. Congratulations, mate.
There you go, Greg. Maybe that gives you a little bit of a boost. There you go, mate. Yeah, you do like things don't. We do notice things. Like, we might not actively, but we do notice people that stand out and always helping other people. So yeah, GG.
We had a. Oh, sorry, go on.
Sorry, to answer the question that Tim asked before, I think it varies from each of us, right? So when it comes to that pressure, like the pressure that I feel is no way compared to you two. Even though I am an ambassador for the product, no one knows who I am. Even though I've been a content creator for the better part of 6 years, no one knows who I am.
You're Brian motherfucking Betson, all right?
Because what I make is so niche that it's only select people that check it out anyway. And in terms of like any pressures that I have is because I'm not on the side of a bus, because I'm not like doing a daily weight loss blog. The only accountability that I have is that, like, I will tweet about it occasionally because I like to keep myself accountable. And on my podcast, my co-host, he started his weight loss journey this year as well. So he and I have our weekly Get Less Fat update where we both talk about where we're at and how we're going.
So good.
So like that's the only accountability that I have. And even then, it's mostly me at this point. The only pressure that I have is the pressure of me. And it's not even like I said, losing 30 kilos, like 20% of my body weight, like that's a pretty noticeable bump for me. And I fucking love it. And I don't see myself ever returning to that.
I saw a tweet that you put out this week, Betson, and you said you'd lost, what did you say, 20%?
20%.
And you still look in a mirror. Is that what you said? You still look in a mirror
Yeah,
and
so
see yourself
I had
as
this.
a.
I had this moment this
Yeah.
week, and it's something that we'll all face, I'm sure.
Mm.
Is I was in the. I woke up. I went into the bathroom, and I caught myself in the mirror, and it was one of those moments where, like, my brain, something didn't connect. I looked at self, and even regardless of the weight that I have lost, regardless of the visual difference, my brain went, boom, you're as fat as fuck as you ever were. You look exactly the same. And I had this complete moment of absolute dysmorphia. And like it broke me. It broke me for the day. It changed it changed what I wore that day. It changed my attitude towards the day. It changed everything about that day for me. And like having lost not, even though not as much weight as you guys within a year period, it's still enough for my brain to not entirely catch up yet. And as someone that's been, I'm 31 now, and I've been big since I was like, I don't know, fucking 7. Even like what I weigh right now, I weigh what I weighed in high school. You know what I mean? So like I've actively turned back the clock in the best way. However, my brain cannot separate from who I was, because I spent near 20 plus years as having that connection with myself.
Yeah.
And I don't know when I'm going to lose that. I don't know if I'll ever lose that. It's the same. It's one of those things that I'm going to have to constantly battle with. And it's same as, because starting this journey, it forced me to reflect upon food and how food is involved in my life, and how for many years I've used food as a coping mechanism, as an emotional crutch. So during my journey, I've had to look at what it is that I was replacing with food. And I have to reconsider my life in that way. And that's the same approach, because I could go and fucking smash some food right now and not even think about it. But I have to make that choice. And it's the same reason when I look in that mirror, and I have to fight against what my brain is saying. And it's not easy, because like if this journey was easy, we'd all do it. It's fucking hard. And like even right now, right? So like I'm not losing a whole lot of weight. Like Ash, you and I were originally racing to 100, but you've blazed past me at this point. And and that part of me has to come with understanding is I come from a genetic line of large people. Short and large people is my background, right? So whether I want to or not, I am going to be facing a hill. However, that hill doesn't define me. Yet I have to understand that. So I may not get to 100. I may stay under 100, between 100 and 110. And that's fine. You know what I mean? So like for me, it means like, all right, well, instead of right now, I'm no longer really using the scales. I still weigh myself every day like I had this entire journey, but it is not my sole motivator right now. So now I'm going to the gym, and my goal is, can I run faster for longer? Can I lift more than I could last week? Like this morning, I noticed this when I came home from the gym today. I had a shower and I looked in the mirror, and I noticed my chest is more defined, and it's a bit and like broader than it was before. And that's those little minor things that you have to find.
Yeah.
Well, man, like at the end of the day, like, I mean, scales is just a number. Like that's all it is. And you know, if you're feeling good, and like obviously like, you're going to have some dysmorphia there. You're going to have some issues with your self-image and your self-confidence if you have grown up being that size. Like I have. I've always been the fat kid to the fat teen to the fat, young adult to the fat dad. And I get exactly the same thing. I look in the mirror, and even though I have constantly people telling me, you're looking fantastic, you lost so much weight, every time I'm in a pretty big office, every time I go to the kitchenette and I make myself a man shake, someone is saying to me every day, dude, you're looking great. Those things really work, don't they? Just something along those lines. And despite the fact I'm getting all this positive reinforcement from every single avenue that you could imagine, I still look at myself and I think, oh, geez, man. Like I constantly am comparing my body size and how I fit into clothes to other people. And it's just something that I know that I'm going to have to battle with, much like you, right? And at the end of the day, like I feel great. And there are those days where I feel really good in myself and I'm really happy with the progress I've made and I'm satisfied with how I look. But then those really poo-poo days, like you had, like I had one the other day, I was wearing the yellow shirt that Lloyd said I look good in. And I just was like hating the way I look all day. And it put me in a foul mood. And it wasn't a good day. And I can't tell you why. But I'm taking steps, like even though I am really hot, like 100% focused on getting this weight down, and I've like really honed in on the basics that got me a lot of success early on my weight loss journey. I'm getting some good numbers of weight loss each week. I'm also taking little non-scale victories, like so much, like something huge like I did on the weekend. I bought a pair of jeans. That's huge for me. Like I was down to literally like 2 pairs of shorts and a pair of chinos I got from Johnny Big. I had no like pants that kind of fit me, and to walk into a shop like Jeans West and actually have the ability to look at the great big array of jeans and make an informed decision of what I liked, and have a size that was not necessarily the largest and one I had to settle with. It was one that was readily available. I could make a choice based on what I wanted, and that for me was huge compared to what I used to go through clothes shopping. And with coming to Tim's question, I don't feel pressure, to be honest, because I love doing my vlog. I absolutely love doing my live streams. I love doing Man Talk. I don't feel like the only pressure I ever feel is if I'm short on content for a day and I'm like, oh God, I've got to get some filming in, or if I'm short on steps. I don't feel pressure to keep the weight off, at least at this point, because I'm still trying to lose it. So that answers your question in a really roundabout way. But yeah, I'm sorry to go on a spiel there, guys. So
I went on a mad spiel, so don't worry about it, man. Next, coming through with the goods again.
Love it. We had a question a lot earlier that I wanted to get to a lot earlier. I'm just scrolling back through the comments and hopefully I can get back to it.
Someone asked about what do we see our ideal weight? How do we determine our ideal weight? I would say whoever asked that, I'm sorry I forgot your name. Don't go off BMI. BMI is bullshit. Throw that out the window.
BMI is statistically garbage. Like it doesn't involve any muscle weight. It is just simply weight, height, age, whatever. Like it doesn't take into account how your body is structured.
No. I would say if you're taller, then obviously you're probably going to weigh a bit more because you're bigger. Me, I'm a big frame anyway. Like I'm not a small frame. The BMI doesn't take into frame. It's a purely, like Betson said, height, weight. It doesn't take into body build or type or anything. I would say
density,
when you feel comfortable, be happy with that. Like you could slog your ass out and trying to hit some sort of number, but if you're comfortable and you're not breathing hard and you can feel better and you're just comfortable, then that's ideal for you. Like,
and this is where we can rely on sorry, Judd, like external people, like like people, friends and family and people who support us, to tell us like, okay, you look great at the moment, and if you go that too far, you start to look really sick because you're losing, like you've lost too much weight. That's when we kind of rely on people to tell us, I guess.
That was when I was chatting with Mum last week, and I said because she's been on Lady Shakes and she's lost a heap of weight and that. And I put some photos up of me and her before, and I said to her, I put some weight on. I said I want to try and get a bit more strict and stuff. And she goes, to be honest, you're looking better now than you were when you were at your smallest. And I said,
I'd probably agree with that too.
She said, she said you were looking very, like your cheeks were very sunken. And so she said, I wouldn't be, if you're going to lose some, I wouldn't be losing too much more. I said, okay.
But I think it also comes down to being aware, like your goal may be unreasonable in quotes. You know what I mean? Like for me, I thought 100, like I said, I haven't been 100 kilos since I was 12, 13 at best.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So like, that's what I weighed in year 7.
Yeah, I would.
So for me, the idea of hitting that again is just, it's an arbitrary number because 100 seems like a good number for it to be, right? It's a nice, right? Like I don't think I'll ever get to double digits. No matter how hard I try, even though that was kind of my goal when I started. So as you come to know your body better, as you like, because I don't think I'm at the end of my journey yet, not even close, but I'm approaching a a turn, a bend, a change in my path.
Yeah.
And I think with that bend comes a different realization. Like you have to look at that and be like, well, maybe the goal that I had might not be obtainable. Let's scale it back a little bit and let's go from there.
I would even go more on. Sorry, Ash. I just want to, before I forget, I would even go more on like shirt sizes. Like shirt sizes tell you so much. Like if you're like, I was in an 8X and now, you know, I got down to a large. Now I'm back to an XL. But like if you know that you haven't been in a large since like 1990 or something, like, and you're back into a large, then you're golden. Like whatever, pants and shorts and shirts, like clothes sizes tell you a lot. Anyway, go Ash.
Yeah, like you see, I've lost like 6 inches around my waist. I've lost 4 sizes in shirts. You know what I mean? Like those things are an achievement in of themselves.
Okay, so I got to get to this question because I told them that we'll answer it, and it was like half an hour ago now. Okay, question. This is from Les. He says, is it realistic to lose 2 kilos a week consistently? Only second week on the man shaking, and I've lost 6 kilos. 50 kilos to lose. 2 shakes a day with 16-hour fasting. Thanks, Les.
The short answer is no.
No, you won't lose 2 kilos a week every single week. You will not have an accelerated 6 kilos in 2 weeks, because that's fantastic. And congratulations on the 6 kilos loss. The first couple of weeks, a lot of your weight loss is what they call water weight. It's the fluid retention within your body, the excesses that you are sweating out and expelling from your body, and your bodily movements.
Good at holding water, by the way.
Super good at it. So as you progress, like you may go, if you've got 50 kilos to lose, you may consistently lose 2 kilos, 2.5 kilos with just like, doing a half an hour walk every day and keeping to the shakes. You may have that for about 4, 5, 6 months, but then it will start to taper down. And it will slow down, because I've lost 50 kilos and I know for a fact that I was doing the same stuff as what I was when I first started, if not more activity, and it's really tapering down.
Because sorry, Ash, to jump in, because when you're 170 kilos, like me, I keep the same calories the whole time. When you're 170 kilos, you're burning more calories by sitting there doing nothing than you would. Like your body just uses more. Your body uses more to get it going. Like your heart's pumping harder. Like, so you're going to burn more calories, exercise aside, when you're bigger. So you're going to lose, in theory, more weight at the start doing the same thing that you're doing towards the end, but you've just got less to lose. You've got less percentage to lose. So it gets harder the longer you go. Like I think I was losing the first couple of weeks, lost heaps, and then I was losing maybe 2 kilos a week for the first, I don't know, little bit. But then I think I leveled from like 1 to 1.5. Like if you're losing anywhere near a kilo, maybe a little bit over a kilo a week, you're fucking golden. You're losing anything a week, you're golden. But I think a kilo is the golden range. You want a kilo and then you're good. Like you got 50 kilos to lose, you can lose that in under a year. Bang, done.
All right. So it's about that time. It's time time to give something away. Now, we already have come together as a group and decided for the next giveaway. And I want this one to go out to Chris Mosley. Now, Chris Mosley, if you are here, I hope you are. I saw you here just a moment ago. This is going to be a little baby gift for you, Will. He's expecting his first child in 3 weeks. He's stretching out his Man Shake supply, and what we're going to do, the folk at the Man Shake have decided to give you a ultimate weight loss pack, which includes 4 bags of Man Shake, 3 boxes of Man Bars, and the Choc Super Greens. And we're also going to throw in there the Man Challenge token. So if you want to get on the Man Challenge, mate, it's all yours, my man. So Chris, he's been on the Man Shake for about 3 months now. He's lost a bit of weight. He is very active on the Man Shakers page and also on my YouTube channel. So congratulations, mate. And we want to make sure that you can keep on the straight and narrow, and enjoy that little bundle of joy that comes in a few weeks' time. It's the best experience you'll ever have, mate. So congratulations.
That life is best life.
It is. I think when I know when my wife was pregnant with our first, you feel very you don't know what's happening. You're very unexpected. But once that baby gets here, your dad mode just switches on, and then you can never imagine your life without your kids.
That in a couple of years, you'll be like, I Like I literally cannot remember a time before my son was around,
No.
and he's only 4. You know what I
So-
mean? So it's not as if he's been around forever.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you can just either spam the care emote or just hashtag dadlife in there for Chris. Congratulations, mate, and hope everything goes really smoothly.
So to add to what we were discussing before, Jed, man, you mentioned about the idea when you're larger, your body's kind of going ham.
Yeah.
So like someone mentioned about resting heart rate.
Yeah.
So
I used
what's
to
the,
be able
like,
to, I used to be able to lay on the lounge and I could feel my heart beating in my stomach. Like I could just feel it beating in my stomach. And now at my fittest, I could lay on the lounge and I would almost, not quite, but I'd be heading towards Bjorn Borg levels of heart rate. Like, because I think, and now when I go to the blood bank, my heart doesn't pump hard enough. Like that alarm goes off, the low flow alarm goes off all the time because my blood pressure is so low. Not low, but like my blood pressure is so normal and my heart's just chilling the fuck out now that I said to myself, I'm sorry.
When I was 160 kilos, my blood pressure was so high I could have pumped jet fuel up into a plane. Like it was like I 100% agree to it. I could feel my heart beat in my own chest, and I'm sitting on the couch. Yeah. Like it's just so bad. Like
I was at a family thing on Saturday, and it was, as far as the eye could see, there was green and white plastic outdoor chairs. You know those ones. I sat in multiple chairs that day, and there wasn't one bit of buckling or one bit of leg squitching. And when I stood up, the chair didn't come with me. It was fantastic. It was really good. One of those other victories that you don't think about.
That's a scary moment.
The one of the things that I have is like, so my heart rate is all kinds of fucked all the time. Reason being, like I have an anxiety disorder, so my heart is never consistent. My heart rate's always kinds of fucked. However, I've noticed the if you look at a scale from like let's say from here to here, what is it? Where's my hand? This being the highest, this being the lowest. Like it would always sit up here, and it's still erratic, but it's just shifted down here.
Yeah.
Like the lines of movement have shifted down. So like the threshold for when my body decides to go fucking mental, it's less. Like I'm not hitting that threshold as high ananymore. Yeah. Saying that though, like I can now run and not feel like I'm dying. So
in plover nesting season, I would love to have seen your heart rate go up. But like, honestly, and that's a hidden little gem that people don't realize. And if you have one of these smartwatches or a Fitbit, something that tracks your heart rate, and you're just starting your weight loss journey, well, if you don't have one, get one, because it's so fascinating to see. Like I've gone back and looked at my previous months when I first started, resting heart rate anywhere between 90 and 100 beats a minute, and then it just watched it over month drop down, and now I'm in that normal average heart rate range for a normal guy my age and my size, which is fantastic, anywhere between 60 and 70 beats a minute. And I calculated it was some inordinate amount of beats I've saved myself. Like in a year, I saved myself like 22 million beats or something like that. And I'm thinking, holy shit! Like, I mean, when you think about it, like your heart will probably only have a finite amount of beats until it just decides, nah, I'm done. So how much time do you buy yourself just by shredding a few kilos and slowing up that heart rate? It's such
that was my fear. That was my fear that I was just going to drop dead of a heart attack and not get to say goodbye to anyone. Just gone. And it may very well have happened. Yeah, I think your heart's got a certain amount. That's the thing. I think there's a time on your heart, and your heart's like, we're nearing the end here. You need to ease the fuck up because you've only got a certain amount of beats left. Let's do another man token. Let's do another man token before we get into that. So if you commented, like the main post, you got to like the main post as well and comment on here. Let's see how many people we got now. There's not enough people liking. Like the post, people. You got to like the post. Go, Ash.
Just while I was doing that, Mitch Cox asked, it's just heart rate related. He goes, what was your heart rate when you would walk, Ash, and how's it changed throughout your journey? This is a pretty old Samsung Frontier watch. It isn't the best for monitoring heart rate while I exercise, but when I have stopped and checked it, walking now, I'm like, if I'm walking at a good rate, 110, 120 beats a minute. Probably when I was at my fattest, I wasn't game to check, but it was probably closer to like the 140, 150.
I hit 160 one night on a treadmill at the gym, and I thought I need to just ease back a little bit, otherwise I'm going to pass out here. You got to like the post to get in the draw. You got to like the post to get in the draw. We've had 7 more likes. Come on. Let's get there. You got to like this post to get in the draw. You got to like and comment. Let's do it now. Let's draw one.
And then we'll look at John Hawkshaw's question too.
Yes. Okay, let's go. We'll do a double shot. We'll do 2. Bang, bang. Get 2 out of the way.
Ooh, double win. I bet you're right.
Double shot. Double shot. Oh, JFK. In you get, Tenants.
Tenants.
The man challenge token coming your way, Tenants. There you go.
Congratulations.
Tenants is in.
And let's do another one. Tenants, mate, funny bastard.
He's a funny bastard, that guy.
Yeah.
And Nige, honey, you got the other one, mate.
Hey, Nige, congratulations. For all those who don't know
Nige.
what we're giving away, these are Man Challenge tokens. Man Challenge is a 30-day challenge worth $99 retail or free when you spend $199 on the Manshake website. And it's, Jared, bring out the picture, mate. Come on.
I'm going to, I changed it for Pexstars. Hold on.
And what you get is like 10-minute workouts that you can do at home to take your weight loss to the next level. It's made for all levels, your beginner, your intermediate, or your Ironman. And it's a fantastic challenge.
And
we're
if you happen to overestimate your ability, you can drop it down or move it up.
Yeah.
I did the same thing last year. I was like, I'm doing all right. I'm going to go the intermediate. Fuck, that was a bad choice. So I bumped it down.
Yeah, there's a big difference between beginner and intermediate. Trust me. I did the intermediate last time, and it was just a little bit tough. There's a lot more planking and burpees. Oh, fucking burpees! But it's a lot of fun, and it really gets your heart rate going. 10-minute workout every day, and you get some real results. So.
All right, so back to there's a couple questions before, but I'll go back to the one from was it John Hawkshaw? Jay?
John Hawkshaw, yeah.
John Hawkshaw about how medications can affect.
Hey, Johnny boy.
Can medications affect your weight loss? Fuck yeah, they can. Because think about it, medications, you are chemically altering your body for whatever reason you need to. That is going to hinder / change how your body functions. There are many medications, including a lot of most antidepressants, that actually promote weight gain. So that's something you're going to have to consider. So if you are going on a weight loss journey, please consult with your GP or your doctor, whoever prescribes you that medication, so that you can discuss possible alternatives that may not have that side effect, or how to ensure you have the right expectations going into your journey.
When does the Man Challenge start? Sorry,
15th. 15th. It was 15th. Yeah.
15th.
I just replied to that. Yep.
Is to align to the NRL season. And ladies and gentlemen, as well, if you're on the Man Shakers page, I will be releasing details of a Man Shakers NRL tipping comp. Free to enter, done through the NRL website. That'll be coming in the next couple of days. So keep your eye out for that if you are into the NRL.
And Greg says he doesn't want the stubby cool hat. Can we give it to Gary G? I'm pretty sure Gary G already has one. Greg, you're not getting away that easy, mate. You're not getting away that easy. All right?
That's it. We just upped your prize to 3 boxes of Man Bars. Congratulations.
There you go. You're not getting away that easy. You're not giving this stuff away, Greg. All right, it's meant for you, buddy. I called you out.
I'm sick of all this generosity between people when we try to give them prizes. Like, no, I know. Give it to someone else, please.
I called you out, Greg. You can take our Man Bars and put them in your fridge and eat them.
Yeah,
all right.
Let's take it.
Take it. These people. These people.
Right. Write that down, Ryan. Write it down.
Was it someone writing down?
Greg's got 3 boxes of Man Bars.
3 boxes of Man Bars.
He's not getting the hat. He doesn't want the hat.
No, but yeah.
He was trying to parlay the hat. We're not parlaying shit. You're getting the Man Bars and you're eating them. There you go. Cop that. All right.
Get what you get. You don't get upset.
That's it. That's it.
As my 5-year-old would say to me.
Yes, there you go. Exactly. Very good. There we go.
Hey, that's the answer we're looking for.
That's it.
Thanks. Greatly appreciated.
Thank you so much. Have another. Yeah, perfect.
Yes.
How many Manshake pages joined Manshake? How many Manshake pages?
There's another one. There's 2 Facebook groups. So
yes,
the Manshakers page is the one owned by the Manshake. The Manshake Men is a page built by the community. Started years ago. So the Manshake, being its own business and own entity, wanted to have the ends, not the final say. It's not that they don't agree with anything going on in the
They wanted to be able to connect with that group and provide giveaways, etc. So by doing so, by creating the Man Shakers, they have an outlet to do like what we're doing today. So this is kind of connected to the Man Shakers specifically. So get in it.
And why Lloyd's just said that, Lloyd, I want to give a shout out to Lloyd. Lloyd's a very crafty, and now he's not here, we can talk about him.
Oh,
Very
God.
crafty, and he's one of those people that really, I said if he wasn't so nice, he would be infuriating because he's so gifted and shit. Lloyd, apropos of nothing, said, German, I've done this sign for you for a, someone's turned my fucking lights off. Who did that? Someone out there did that. Lloyd did this lovely light box for me as a Twitch anniversary gift. Thank you, Lloyd. It's fantastic. And if you're out there and want a light box, message Lloyd, and he's doing them. I think they're like $200. $200 a light box. Chat to Lloyd.
Just message him and be like, "Hey, Lloyd, show us your box."
$200 a light
And go
box.
from there.
Lloyd will happily make you your very own light box.
That's really cool. That's really cool. And while giving shout outs to people, I want to give a massive shout out to Jamie, aka Mr. Fat Taz Slim. Right. He's lost 5 kilos this week, which is tremendous. I don't know how he did it. I asked him how he did it, but he hasn't got back to me. But he's 700.
Because he's unconscious from losing 5 kilos in a
Yeah,
week.
he's just passed.
He's on an IV
But
drip.
he's 700 grams of losing his first 20 kilos in 14 weeks. So
Wow.
Hot damn.
massive raps to you, Jamie. You're absolutely killing it. And he's got a lovely supportive missus as well. So, yeah, keep up the good work, guys. And that's Fat Taz Slim. Jamie, love you, buddy. Great job.
Turns out Bezo's messing with your lights.
I can see it here. It says mod Beezy changed to off. I can see it here, Beezy. I can see it on the fucking list here. Bastard.
Oh, that's so funny.
That's funny.
What's the other questions we missed?
What did we miss?
Oh, knowing us, we probably missed a lot.
Mr. fucking heap.
yes.
No Lloyd and Tim this week. Who's doing the song this week? I'm going to sing Snow Patrol. And
God,
it's going to be
kill me now.
fantastic.
Kill
I've
me
been
now.
known to sing. Jared Williams love my voice. No, I'm not singing nothing. No one's singing. We're not singing.
Matt Gatlin had a question for you earlier, Ryan. He goes, with your anxiety, have you considered CDB gummies? I came across them today and it has sparked my interest.
I have not.
Okay.
I have not. So, like the one thing I did seek out some medication to try help get it in check. Turns out that medication straight up just nukes your shit. So as I'm trying to have another child, or sort of open to the idea, I didn't want to like add extra issue to, because we already have our own set of hurdles when it comes to having children. We fluked this first one somehow. So I didn't want to like.
She agreed to have sex with you?
Yeah, that's the biggest difficulty that I'm having. It's just consent. It's really important.
It is very much so. Yeah. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, 2's a whole different ballgame, Betson. Like, and 3's even ridiculous. Like, I think once you get outnumbered, you're fucked. Like, I think 2 you can deal with once you're outnumbered. But yeah, but kids are great. Like, I think kids for us and a lot of people out there, men and women, are such a great motivator to get healthy. Yeah. And to want to be around there for them and teach them, good life lessons and everything that sort of goes with it. So, I wish
life lessons. Trick your kids.
I wish you will.
Floyd Hansen says, starting my journey first thing in the morning. Glad to find this community. Congratulations, Floyd, turning your life around. Get into it, mate. If you have any questions, feel free to hit us. And Joe Bechara, he says, hi, gents. Put my first order tonight for 4 packs of Man Shake.
What flavors?
What flavors did you get, mate? What flavors did you get, Joe? And yeah, mate, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's important too for people starting out there. When you get your flavors, if you don't quite like the taste of the first one, try a different one. Like, don't let your very first taste of shake, if it doesn't quite suit your palate, don't go, that's it, I'm giving them up. That's it.
Well, because additionally, like if you buying 4 of that, but you're committing with buying a bag, because it's 2 weeks worth of shake. And they will have that artificial sweetener flavor. You adjust.
He went caramel. He went caramel.
No, he went coffee and he went banana. You're good.
If you have caramel and coffee, put 1 scoop of each. That shit's amazing.
And Zinger
Box flavor.
Fuck's sake. This fucking guy.
And add more water.
Oh, no, that's a different joke. Okay. Sorry.
Don't forget add as much water or as little water as you want. Get the
Don't-
consistency
don't
that
listen
you
to the
want.
side of the box. 350 ain't enough.
$350
It's like
500.
chewing on a loaf. It's not good.
500.
Yeah, 500 mil, ice cold water, my man. Don't use milk, just use ice cold water. But Dale Smith, right? Dale Smith has said he hates anything mango. He absolutely freaking hates it. And he, regardless of his hatred for mango, he kind of let my opinion on it sway him. He's ordered a bag, and there's his comment
Hashtag
right there.
influencer.
Not as bad as I expected. I'm chalking that up to a win. He doesn't want to admit that he likes it. He secretly loves it. He loves it.
Dale, the watermelon shake is terrible, mate. Don't try that. It's not a flavor. It's a fruit. Anyway, continue.
And I saw Jamie was here, Mr. Fat Taz Slim. Can you please explain to us how you lost 5 kilos in a week? Because that's tremendous.
You have
Congratulations.
all your limbs. Are you leaking blood?
Roy says we need cookies and cream. That's like one of the most demanded like flavors out there, I reckon. That and Jay Grice has started the cinnamon donut, didn't he?
Yeah, give me
Yeah.
that. The greatest thing I ever did was take Jerd's advice and add cinnamon to my coffee and super greens in the morning. Ooh.
How good is it?
Every morning I look forward to that shake.
Hey,
Something
Betson,
different.
you like cinnamon, mate. Shanksy, fellow manshaker as well, got me onto these things.
Oh, yeah.
Altoids, curiously strong mints. Oh man.
Ah.
Oh man.
Are they like the big red? Like are they like super spicy?
No,
and...
they're very spicy, but the big reds are good for about 30 seconds, and then they lose their flavour. These are
Now,
strong. That's a crumb. That's not the size of it. But
how many calories are in them?
I think they're about 2 calorie per thing.
Yeah, so Bezo in the chat, apple crumble for the win. That was what I would like. I think apple cinnamon would be a cool flavor. Maybe a nice winter flavor. Like we had the summer with mango. Maybe like a nice warmish feeling winter flavor. That'd be cool.
So Jamie says he upped my walking. Also did a 6-kilometer walk on the weekend. Well, congratulations, Jamie. Absolutely killing it. And
He also amputated his arm, which is bold strategy, Cotton.
No, I felt really bad. It was a bold strategy, Con. Let's see how it turns out for him.
It pays off for him.
Yeah.
Man talk, the Ocho. Yeah.
I feel really bad because I think because I did a live stream last night and I try to get to every comment, but sometimes some get through. I think I missed his when he was saying that he's 700 grams away from his 20-kilo loss, and I felt terrible. I felt so bad, but I promised him I'll give him a shout out tonight in front of everybody. Jamie, I love you. Keep up the good work, man. Keep it up. Honestly, that has bothered me all day. It honestly has. I felt so bad after it. Oh, jeez. Had to get that out there for you go.
Let's
Use
do
that strategy. Just make my own apple crumble
There you go.
shake.
Let's do another token. We got 2 more to give away. Let's do them both. Fuck it. Let's go. Let's do them both. You got to like the post, chat. If you haven't liked the post yet,
He lost his pecker.
5 kilos worth of dong. That's good.
Jesus. You got to like the post and comment to get in the draw. Hit the like button on the post.
Make sure you like the post, not just the emote. Like the post.
You've got to engage with the post.
Yes.
All right. So
Lamb shank flavor.
I'll give people some time to do that. Yeah. But what do people always want this savory? Like, can we get a stew flavor? How about no? Go make a fucking stew.
Can we get a beef flavor, man? Shake. I'm like, what? So you want a soup? Like, just go get a
make
Campbell's soup.
Yeah. Go make a fucking beef stew. You probably make a healthy beef stew. Fucking no, I want it in shake form. What, you want to pretend you got a broken jaw and you're going to grind up a beef stew and put it in the fucking shake? No.
Do you ever go down to the local milk bar and say, "Can I have a beef thick shake, please?" Like it just.
Can I get a side of peas with that shake, please? Thank you.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake. Beer flavour. Beezy, you're insane, mate. Your beer tastes like bread anyway. I don't know what you're talking about. Beezy's home brew.
Someone mixing man shake with beer? Weren't they going to do that? Like
Beezy was going to try, but his homemade brew tastes like fucking bread anyway. It's bread beer.
Mm.
I don't know how he has.
Can we have a flaming hot man shake? Oh, Jesus. Peck
spice. Just spice.
Oh, I was going to say, you put enough cinnamon in, it's pretty flaming fucking hot, believe me. All right, let's draw. Let's draw. If you haven't liked the post, then you're out of luck.
A lime man shake.
Ooh,
I reckon
pine lime. I'd like a pine lime.
I reckon a creamy lime would be really
nice,
nice,
like a splice.
Yeah, that would be really
golden
good.
gay time shake. Oh my god.
I heard you like a gay time, don't you, Jared?
Well,
especially in my mouth.
Gay old time. All right, let's go. Let's have a look. And boom. We're doing 2. We're doing 2.
Two winners.
Here we go.
Two.
Joe, get in, Joe.
Wow,
Get in.
Joe. Congratulations.
you go.
He said he just put in an order for 4 bags, so he probably didn't have enough to get a man challenge token. So congratulations, you've won a man challenge token.
Boom.
Guess what, mother effer? You do now.
Is there any music, or we just sitting here in silence?
No, we're sitting here. Royce, get in. There you go.
Royce, as
Lemon
well.
meringue shake. Oh yeah. There you go, Royce. You won 2, mate. Boom.
Congratulations, guys.
There we go.
Ryan Betson is going to message you, and he's going to get your email that is linked to your Manshake account, so he can get you your token for the Man Challenge. So congratulations, guys. That's a retail price of $99 for free. Congratulations.
Okay, well,
And-
Gary, wait, hold on. Gary G says he hasn't got a hat or a stubby cooler either. All right, fuck's sake, Gary.
Jesus.
Fucking-
Gary. You go through what, like 5 surgeries, and you just want hats and coolers now? Is that it? Mate, you can have all the hats and coolers you want, mate. Congratulations. Yeah, you're doing it tough, mate. You're doing it tough.
I guess we can spare a hat and stubby cooler. Of course, Gary, he wanted to parlay it to you anyway. I assumed you already had one. So there you go. All right, there you go.
Oh, lemon meringue. I know I say it wrong on purpose. Lemon meringue would be dope.
Thank God. I was getting ready, man.
Lemon meringue. I'm going to say that from now on. That's fucking brilliant.
It's one of those. You know, there are certain words that you say
For
wrong
Macy.
often so many times
For
that
Macy.
you can't help but do it every time you read it.
Yeah. I do that for pharmacy. I say for Macy.
For Macy.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, there you
So,
go.
like a family friend of mine, it's a long time ago. She was trying.
Yeah. Actually, sorry, Jerd. He doesn't need a hat and stubby cooler. He's in a Fat Guy Army member for 6 months. He's getting a hat and stubby cooler soon. So
Well, you get
he
nothing
actually
there.
doesn't need one from us.
You get nothing, Gary. There you go. Cop that.
There you go.
You get our well wishes, and we hope you're doing okay, buddy. We really hope you're going okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
Love you, dude. Ryan?
Oh
You'll say-
yeah, so a family friend of mine, like, so she was an older woman even back then. She wanted to sell a refrigerator on the classifieds, but she thought that they were just called fridges, not refrigerators. So in order to save money on the classifieds, she was selling one frig because she thought frig was a shorter version of fridge. So
Oh.
now I constantly call the fridge the frig, and not everyone understands what I'm saying.
Selling one frig on face on
frig.
That's I'll have one frig for $10. Thanks. I might go cheesecake flavor.
Oh, my, oh, my.
Cheesecake
So
flavor.
I chuckle every time.
Yeah, I like it. I like the lasagna. The lasagna. I like that one. That's
Oh,
a good one.
Bradley, that's terrible.
Yeah, get the piss and flies flavor.
What?
Yo, this burger tastes like piss and
Piss and
flies,
fries, don't
it?
All right,
Do
there
you
we
guys
go.
have any real questions for us? Like, feel free to ask away.
Not fake ones. Fake ones are fun too.
It's fun too, but we like the real stuff every so often.
We do. Yes, there's a man challenge coming out. That's out on the 15th. That starts on the 15th. You spend over $200 and you get a token. And the mango shake is all gone. I would just say loosely, I'm assuming there'll be some stuff coming up. I don't know when, but watch this space. You will find out about it on Man Talk or on the interwebs at some point in the future.
Or just like the man challenge, we're like, oh, the man challenge thing went live today.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. Oh, we probably talked about that in man talk.
Yeah.
Angela literally tagged me in there, like the video that they uploaded with me in it this morning. I'm like, oh, the man
back.
challenge is back, is it?
on.
It's like, yeah.
Back on. Real question: if 3 were to make a totem pole, who would be at the bottom, and who would be at the top, and who would be at the bottom? I would probably be the bottom because I'm the
me,
tallest.
Ash.
No,
No,
I reckon I'll be at the bottom. I reckon I've probably got the strongest legs out of you guys.
Oh, you think like an actual like climb
Yeah.
on each other?
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
like like a wooden totem pole. If they were to make our dumb faces into a totem pole.
Oh.
Yeah.
But if it were to climb on each other, I would imagine me, Ash. Then I mean, because I'm heavier.
See, this is where like all
Really?
the,
I'm
the
taller,
fat
though.
guy, like
Really?
all our fat minds are just like, no, I won't be able to buy him because I'm your fattest. You know, like
Really?
I don't want to hurt no. I don't want to hurt no one.
I
Yeah,
assumed.
exactly.
Okay. All right. I just assumed. Yeah, there you go. That's a very good question. We'll find out. We'll have to do it. We'll find
We'll
out.
find
Adam
out,
McDowell,
yeah.
what's with the light at the end of Man Talk? Because it's 40% less.
It was a little
like that 2% milk.
It was a little.
We're just.
It was a little joke. It was a little joke. We put it at the end there. It was a little joke because
40% less talk.
Yeah, we got. Yeah,
it's ironic because we're all heavy,
No, we're missing 2 members, so it's like
Floyd
whatever.
Hansen asks, what makes the Man Shake different from other shakes? I've tried other brands and they are shit, ? I assume you.
Well, there's your answer.
Okay, a few things. First things first, right? I'm going to start with the big one, the community. That's number one. Number one is like the community Man Shakers page, Man Shake Men. This page, get on them all. Huge amount of support, and it's all for free. Secondly, the flavors are mad, and the way that the product is structured is so that you don't need to add things like milk for it to become a meal replacement. I'm sure a lot of you have seen those ads cropping up called the Healthy Man, and they're trying to obviously they're an offshoot of like the Healthy Mum or something like that. So they're not trying to take off the Man Shake. They're just the natural progression of that company. And
all power to them, of course.
All power to them. There's capitalism, But at the end of the day, upon doing a bit of research into their product, for that to be classified as a meal replacement shake, you need to add skim milk to it, which has sugar and calories and everything like that. The Man Shake itself has like some of the best ingredients in it. It is just it's got a good variety of flavors. It literally just works, and it's not up its own ass with its own image. Because you go to the Man Shake website and you just see on the top banner it's just
Adam McDougall and a series of man titties, and it's mad.
Yeah, you look at OptiFast, it's just there's some stock photo bitch there, It's like, no, it's just...
Yeah, and then some woman next to him, and he's like... Yeah.
I've never used this before in my life.
And what I would say is, on a semi-serious note too, with the... I've never been full. I've tried one or two of the other shakes. They weren't full. You'd have them, and it was like drinking a glass of water. It was terrible. I was surprised at how full I was after them and how easy it was to sort of do. And what was that? On a personal note, the company actually genuinely, and believe it or not, it's up to you whether you believe it or not. The company actually cares about you guys out there and you ladies out there getting healthy. They actually care about that. And people whinge about the price and whatnot. It's $2.25 a shake. It works out. It's a decent amount when you're buying a month in advance, but they have afterpay and all that sort of stuff. But there hasn't been a price increase in forever. And the cost of everything else has gone up. You look at these fucking collectible shit things that I got behind me. They've gone up $10 in the space of 5 years. The shake has not increased.
10 cents every half year, isn't it?
So I would say just on a personal note, and I know we're ambassadors and shit, but we have pretty free reign to do whatever the fuck we want to do.
Because we were all just customers like you guys.
Yeah.
So that has it's not as if we did it and we were brought on as ambassadors to then lose it.
No.
Let Lloyd finish his point.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And they came to us at the end of the year and said, look, we want to give something back, and we want to give something back big. So they gave back big. We gave away a shitload worth of Man Shake at the end of the year. We gave away a shitload. We were surprised how much they said we could give away. And then every week we give away prizes. We give away this. And never once have they said, you need to ease up on that. They want their people, they want to look after their people who are loyal customers. So that's the thing. There's real heart here. It's small business at heart. It is a very small business still at heart. So I think they generally and honestly care about all their shakers out there. So
I can honestly speak from experience, right? Having met Adam McDougall and Jerd, I'm sure you feel the same way. And anyone who has met Adam McDougall and spent more than 10 minutes with him, when he talks to you about the product, where it's come from and what he's wanting to do and his plans for it, and how he wants to help everyone out there, there's this absolute overwhelming sense of genuine intent behind it. And you just know just from your conversation with this bloke that he doesn't give two fucks about the money. He really doesn't. the money obviously comes with the territory. You know, you run a very successful business, you're going to make money. They wouldn't be hard done by. But at the end of the day, he's not out there to gouge his consumers and maximize his profits. He is there to help Aussie blokes turn their life around and build this community of just like-minded fellas who just want to do nothing but support each other. Because let's face it, men helping other men lose weight, it's largely unheard of. You just don't get the communities like you do with here. So I implore everyone, all the men out there, if you are looking to get started, get on the Manshakers page, get on the Manshake Men page. If you have any friends that could benefit from it, have that conversation, because it just works.
And sorry, go Benson. No, you go.
Well, because and to spot on, like, so I've tried a couple in the past. Now I'm lactose intolerant, yet I don't get any issue with the Manshake. So that's obviously a big thing for me as well. Because if I was to do these other ones that require milk, it's not worthwhile for me. And even then, like lactose-free milk, because lactose is a sugar, they replace it with other sugars, so it's not ideal in that scenario. And any other shake that I've tried is like soy based, and soy tastes like the inside of an arsehole. I have no interest in ever drinking soy milk ever. So like, this tastes good, it doesn't aggravate my insides, it's a big plus for me.
And the fact is, we went to we proposed an idea to Manshake about doing like this sort of forum, a podcast forum, because really I've never seen one sort of similar to what we do, like especially designed around men's health and having ordinary fucking blokes there chatting about it. There probably is, but like, and the fact that they said to me, yep, you can run it how you want to run it. So I've designed it how I designed it. We've all had input with how we sort of do it, and they don't tell us what to say and what not to say. We have free reign to do whatever we want, and they let us broadcast every week off their official Facebook page. How many companies are doing that? Like, seriously, no one.
They literally like handed, like they threw Jared the keys like an old Honda Civic and said, "All right, you drive." Like, it was crazy. But yeah, I'm amazed with their generosity every week. But had a question here from Jamie. He says, question. How long do you guys think that you'll keep this? How long do you guys think you'll keep this up for? Do you think you'll ever step away from being the front runners for the Manshake? I'm surprised it's gone on this long, to be honest, Jamie. And I'm going to keep going as long as I can. I've got no intentions of getting off the Manshake because this has been the most enjoyable experience I've ever had losing weight, and I know that it's going to help me maintain my weight. So that's the answer to my question.
Yeah, I'm in a similar space. I see myself doing Manshake for the foreseeable future, just because I like the routine of it. It's nice. It'll help me maintain and keep this where I'm at. Like, my kids are only gonna get older and want to run around more and do things, and I need to be able to keep up with them. And I think the Manshake will help me do that. And what I achieved on a personal level, and I do contribute a lot to the Manshake for this, in a year, and like same as all you guys, like you both Ash and Jared and everyone here in the chat as well, we all achieved something fucking insane in a year where we were expected to achieve nothing. In the year of a pandemic, when we're like, stay home, don't do anything, just fucking hang out, we all still had that level of control, and we achieved something brilliant. We all lost a stack of weight in a year when everyone else has sort of given up. We all stayed motivated and pushed forward and become better people. And I can say that I have done that, and I do owe the Manshake, and I owe these guys, and I owe you guys in the Manshakers group to sort of help make that happen. Like, 2020 is going to be a life-changing year for me, and not because half the world got a virus, but because I made a conscious decision to completely change my life.
It's an interesting experience, you know, like, because you had like 6 months working from home, and you're away from the office and that, and then you suddenly rock up and you're like, tens of kilos lighter, and then they're just like, oh my God, I've gained weight and you've lost a whole bunch, it's crazy. So, it's 2020 was certainly an interesting year, and it was very well said, Ron. Very well said.
We should all be, all of us be very, very proud of what we've achieved in last year, and those that are starting it now, as we're still in the
fact that people
tail end of the song.
started during like 2020 was such a weird year, like such a surreal year when I go back and think about it. Like I started the year on holidays watching myself on A Current Affair, like insane. 2020 started that, and then started like YouTube, and then started Twitch. My Twitchverse is coming up in a couple of weeks. Started Twitch, and then it's just been such a weird year. And then obviously everything with Corona and being shut down, then homeschooling the kids for 8 weeks, and then like 2020, like we got like 5 years worth of shit in 2020. Like it was just like 5 years longer than normal last year. And then it seems like this year doesn't even seem like 2021. It seems like 2020 part 2, basically. Like it's the re-COVIDing. Like it's the you know, Juice Bigelow re-gigoloed. It's just it's such an interesting time, and the fact that we've got this, I think the fact that we have this forum, and you guys can hit us up with any questions. You guys can reach us on any of our socials and chat. We can chat about anything basically. It's great that we're living in a world where we are distancing and we are keeping to ourselves a little bit, but we're so accessible. You can get who you want to chat to. You can get them online, so that's good.
Yeah, and in a year where everyone was isolated, there was a group on, like, I know people don't like social media isn't really social, but in the Manshakers group it kind of is, and that's not saying that because to endorse it. Like, I'm sure, you know, what you commenting on someone else's thing, you may have made their day, you may have saved their life, not just in a weight loss pattern, but in a general pattern. Last year fucking sucked, and we all created this incredible network to support and lift each other up. We should all be so proud.
Jamie wants to know, do you think it would be possible to get some sort of idea of how much weight everyone has lost on the Manshake? Put a call out on the...
We should make some sort of Google form. Everyone can jump in and chop.
We should do that. Cool. Jamie, that's a great idea. We will. I know Ash tried to do a post a long time ago. I think
I was on the Manshake Men page.
Yeah, trying to do it
time ago.
We will chat with Manshake about doing something semi-official, and everyone can post how much they've lost. And we'll try and compile a list and get a proper tonnage of how, because I'm assuming it'll be in tons. Well, I've lost 80.
They would be able to calculate with the amount of people that register for the Man Challenge. They'll be able to, like, if you keep to the Man Challenge and put in your start weight and final like date after the Man Challenge is over, they could probably tell you, you know, exactly how much weight we all lost in that 30-day period, quite easily. Because they've already got the facility there.
I can actually run a poll live on this thing now, but I'll need to test that. So we'll worry about that.
Well, yeah, because I think if we make a Google form where you just go in and you say name, weight loss, and then at the end we will essentially get a list and we just add it all together in an Excel spreadsheet.
We'll do what Andrew Morn does, and we'll pivot the tables. That's what he says. We'll pivot the tables, and we'll get some shit happening there. Meanwhile, if you've got any questions, hit us up. We are going to check out. I've got a date with a thing. We are going to check out pretty soon. If you've got any questions, last minute questions, hit us up. Anything you want us to discuss next week? I'm assuming all 5 of us will be back next week. And we are toying with the idea.
Do we have a third giveaway to do?
Oh, you can if you want.
Did we? Do we?
No, I don't think so. No, we gave away our 5 tokens. We've done our 2 spins plus Gary G's thing, so we're golden. We are toying with the idea of doing like seasons of Man Talk, like we're doing, say, 10-episode runs and then having like a month off, and then doing 10-episode run and having a month off or something. So we're spitballing different ideas. So, don't get sick
I
of us.
didn't know that.
Did we not discuss that?
We did.
Did we agree to it?
No, we were just spitballing it.
I said we'll spitballing ideas. No, we're not. We're here till the rest of our lives until we die, chat.
That's it.
We're not getting a week off. We're not. Next week, it'll be there'll be one of us here. Who knows which one it'll be? We're just going to slowly eliminate until we're in minus.
Oh, here's a good question: will the Manshake ever bring out an app so we can buy stuff from there? I'm not sure whether there was something in the works, but obviously, that would be the natural progression, wouldn't it?
It would be cool, but like I think there's a lot to go into it, and it'd be quite an expense.
You'd need to be semi-technical with computer and in depth with that. And I can tell you right now, I don't know if they've got, based on some of the glitches. I don't know how many computer engineers Manshake employed, to be perfectly honest. So I don't know about that. you need to outsource that and all sorts
I
of
feel
stuff.
like Brad though. Ask Mad Dog to get some merch going. I want we've got hats, we've got stubby calls. I want shirts, man. I want a shirt.
I want shirt. I want
I
shirt.
said I want a
I
shirt.
want
I
a shirt
wanted
that
to-
says I can fit into this fucking shirt because of
That's
the
it.
man shake.
I said that. I messaged Manshake. I was at the gym one night and I sat down in between doing treadmill or something. I sat down and I messaged them on Facebook and said, I want a shirt that when I'm on the gym, it says, I've lost 60 kilos on the Manshake. Ask me about it. Like just something like that. But
It'll be,
that was a year and a half
that
ago.
if they had the level of customability, like custom, you can really customize it and get like you can put a number in on how much you lost.
Yeah.
And that would be pretty cool.
Bezo's got a good point. The website's incredibly simple. It's great, but it's simple, and you want an app. Like, just use the look at the site.
I think the same guy who designed the Madcheck website was the one of those MySpace for hire guys. Like
Fiverr guy.
Yeah. There you go. Cool. All right. What are you doing this week, Betson? What's going on? Tomorrow night you're doing something special tomorrow night?
Yeah, so tomorrow night from 8 p.m. on my Twitch. That's twitch.tv/thepopculturist. I will be doing a preview stream of Story of Seasons, Pioneers of Olive Town. So it's a farming game that's coming up in about a month or so. I've been very lucky to have a very early hands-on with it. So if you're curious in farming games and you like sort of like old school Harvest Moon, come check it out. Yesterday, an episode of my PlayStation podcast went up. That one's called For the Players. That's also at youtube.com/thepopculturist. We talked about the state of play that went up on Friday and why there seems to be this unanimous sort of like people just get constantly disappointed by these digital showcases. And the answer is expectations are wrong. And then coming up, I have my Young and the Wrestlers, which is my weekly WWE wrestling show. Yeah. Other than that, not a whole bunch, really.
Well, I don't really know much about like the gaming world, but for me, like I saw a little bit of that latest reveal on Jerd's thing, Jerd's Twitch, Jerdman at Twitch or whatever, and it did make sense to me that they remade like a Final Fantasy game that was on the current gen console to the new gen. I'm just like, is it really that much of a leap? Like that doesn't make sense to me. Like, wouldn't you just like concentrate on stuff that was made on, I don't know, PS2 or something like that and bring that back? Or like, why Final Fantasy when it's on the current gen? I don't get it.
Well, the PS4 to PS5 is quite a noticeable jump. So like something as simple as higher resolutions, ray tracing, better use of lighting, because lighting is it's not resolutions that make the image look good. It's lighting. It's like that high dynamic range. It's the color gamut. It's a bunch of other things, not just as simple as resolution. And those level of detail cannot be achieved on the old gen.
Right. Okay.
But it's Ash. It's still also a Final Fantasy game.
So don't worry about it. Don't think too hard on it.
Don't fucking bother.
I don't think too hard at the best of times.
No, never played one, and I never will.
What about you, Ash?
Having said that, I've played some shit.
Weigh-in Wednesdays on Wednesday, obviously, but yeah, I'm keen to see what kind of results I get, considering I had that extra special meal on Sunday. But hoping for the weight loss train to continue, and then that night I have a mad KFC feed. Then I've got live stream on Thursday as always. What?
Someone's laughing in the chat. Color Theory 101.
I
just said a bunch of keywords. That's about it.
Yeah, weekend coming up. I can't even remember what's happening this weekend. I get the feeling like there's something, and I just honestly can't remember it. So I'm sure I'll update my channel as I go along. And yeah, just want to give a super special shout out to all my channel members and everyone who has donated to my channel in the form of super chat. My PC fund is going really strong at the moment, so I'm really keen to upgrade this crap top soon, so I can bring you some better streams and less glitches. So thank you, everyone. And Jerd, what are you up to?
I was just saying, Jerd needs a shirt to read X amount of bags of potatoes lost. Bags of potatoes. It's the best It's the
Yeah.
most layman term. It's the most accessible term of losing weight.
I used
Well,
that
my
example last night.
Yeah,
Mine is I lost the equivalent of my son if he was holding 2 bags of potatoes.
Well, so I used to do that. I've lost you holding a 6-pack of beer because I obviously work in the pub. Yeah. Now, there was one time actually when I lost when I was up to 60 kilos lost, I went in and got a photo of me holding up a keg in the cool room and got a photo of that because a full keg of beer is 60 kilos and they're fucking heavy. So, yeah. What am I doing? After this, I'm streaming Pokemon right after this. So go over to Twitch. I'm doing a Nuzlocke run, which means I've got to catch the first Pokemon, and when they faint, they're dead, they're gone. I fuck them out of there. It's going to be an absolute car crash. Pokemon will die, and it will be horrific, and I may have to reset multiple times. So Birdman Rage could be engaged. We'll see how we go. Other than that, just usual. Twitch, and that's about it. Doing some other stuff. I've got the kids' swimming lessons tomorrow. They're having a great time down there at swimming lessons. And that's it. Easy. Trying to beat the fucking heat. It's hot in here. Jesus Christ. The summer's officially over, but it ain't over. March is going to be ripping,
it's humid.
Victoria's been fine.
Yeah, well, and until shutdown number 10 happens.
Yeah, until lockdown 3, the lock hardening.
Yes.
Lock hardening. Just some prick comes back with COVID.
Well, we just got past of lockdown 2 with a vengeance. So I looked down. That was lockdown 3 with a vengeance. So this would actually be live, lock, or die hard, I guess. So
I'm waiting for you to get the guy from Family Ties who was in Tremors. You remember how he was like some side character and then he became the main character, like because they couldn't get Kevin Bacon back.
yeah.
The dad from Family Ties, he'll be back. All right, cool. We done. All done.
Cool, we're done.
I think we're all done. Chat.
All right, sing us out, Lloyd.
Sing us out, Lloyd. Oh, actually, hold on. I've got Lloyd here. Hold on. I got a bit. We'll finish with Lloyd. What do we want for Lloyd? What does he sing? Here we go.
Oh, so there's a question: is how big is a bag of potatoes? I presume a bag, because I think back when I was younger, a bag of potatoes was a big 5 kilo fucker.
Nah,
so you don't really get them anymore, do you?
Nah,
2 kilos.
Then I need to load my child up with way more bags of potatoes.
Yeah.
Actually, and if you're looking at potatoes, I think Coles or Woolies have those low carb potatoes.
That's like 500 gram.
And the low carb, you can get them in 2 kilo things. And the low carb, to me, they don't taste any different. So get the low carb potatoes. If you want a bit of potatoes, get the low carb ones.
Well, in that case, it's my child if he was holding 5 bags of potatoes.
There you go. Bang. Cool. All right. Here's Lloyd. And we're going, take it easy. Here's Lloyd to sing us out.
For being a friend.
Oh, I could do that one. Oh, no, I was going to do the one he sings to Beezy's wife. But we'll do the thank you for being a friend. All right. Please. Please, Lana.
Thank you for being a friend.
Bye.